Kings results in the Pro14 this past weekend would have rocked a widely held perception among many Saffers that club rugby in the Northern Hemisphere is inferior. That argument could have been made maybe 8 or 9 years ago, but with the migration of many of South Africa's top and middle tier players, it no longer can. Sure, these are our weakest two franchises, playing against two of the tournament's best, but there's always been this misplaced confidence that even our weakest could be competitive in the North. Yes, they need a period of adaptation, but nothing about their personnel or their performances suggests that they'll improve to the degree where they'll be anything more than okay. The Pro14 is a very good tournament, and I think the elite sides there would do very well in Super Rugby, more so than the majority of SA's franchises. And that has a lot to do with the fact that their challenge is underpinned by some very good South African players who've left our shores. When I look at some of the team lists in Europe, it is clear that South Africa has lost this crucial second tier of players. I'm speaking about those guys who are not among the elite, but whose presence would significantly strengthen the challenge of any South African side. In the current rugby landscape, losing your best players is inevitable. That the tier just below them is also departing en masse is more worrying. I'm talking about the likes of Jaco Tauter, Louis Ludik, Werner Krier, Jean Duysel, Robbie Dyack. I could go on naming at least 25 more players of that ilk. When that caliber of player disappears, you're left with gifted rookies and end-of-the-road veterans making up the second tier. And that's not a healthy situation for any country to be in. A pool of players that was once deep in quality has been significantly depleted. This will continue to be an issue for as long as European clubs flush the cash. And if I was a Safa player, I'd jump at that offer as well. And there isn't a viable solution on the horizon, especially considering that cash-strapped unions can't match offers from abroad. So the result is that European club rugby will grow stronger and stronger year on year, and that perception that South African provincial rugby will remain a global superpower will become more and more idiotic.